Aquarius, hi, welcome to my channel. So today we've got a timeless reading for you. Whenever you're drawn to the video is when it's for you. No particular subject, we'll take an issue, something you're aware of, something you're not aware of, recent past advice and potential outcome. At the end there'll be an opportunity for an extended where we'll dive in deeper. You can watch this for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Mars, Mercury, North Node, or if any of those planets are currently transiting your 11th house, this could be for you. Once again, thank you for the continued support. The easiest way is via the like, share, subscribe to comments. Does wonders for the growth. Thank you to all the Patreon members, all those that purchase private reads, the extendeds, the buy me a coffees, the donations, everything really helps out. So thank you very much indeed. Cross-watchers, you're more than welcome, and all the information you require is in the description box below. Okay, Aquarius. What's going on with you guys? One more. We have the Four of Swords. Okay, calm, rest. Okay, I'm hearing I am colorblind. Counting crows, colorblind. I am ready. I am ready. I am ready. I am fine. Okay. Okay, I almost feel like this could be like a major awakening of some kind of ascension. So I'm kind of getting like colorblind, coffee black, and egg white. It's as if you're just going to be hit with a load of colour. Something we're aware of, something we're not aware of. Recent past, advice, potential outcome. Okay, the Four of Wands, the Three of Swords, the Five of Swords, Queen of Pentacles, Nine of Cups, and the Sun. Yeah, it's like it's a wish fulfillment here. Something's just going to become a lot more colourful. You're in the eye of a storm here, is your message. In the eye of a storm, which is interesting. There's a real need to seek inner wisdom. Or maybe seek a teacher, possibly for some of you. So we've got the Four of Swords. What we're aware of is the King of Wands. Now, the King of Wands is a visionary. In his negative, though, he can be intolerant to a certain degree. So maybe we're looking at the intolerances we have for ourselves. Perhaps inflexibility. Because it's strange how I was looking at the advice and I was seeing in a different card. Now that I'm looking at the King of Wands, I definitely want to find where it is in the deck. I'll get to it in a minute. What we're not aware of is the Seven of Cups. This, for me, is the illusions of things. This is, again, it's like that colourblind. This is seen a lot more. Could be behind the veil. Seeing things in a completely different nature. But it's requiring you to be less rigid. I'm looking at the actual staff here, the wand. And if you notice that snake around his waist, it's a lot more flexible. So this could be preparing for your world to be completely... I'm not going to say turned upside down to a certain degree. It could be. But there's kind of like there's a need to be flexible in whatever's approaching. Again, eye of a storm. Storm seems to be a thing. I mean, I had it in the Capricorn reading earlier. In the recent past, we have the King of Cups. And the King of Cups is somebody that's emotionally balanced. So I feel like you've mastered your emotions at the moment, where you're not, and don't get caught up in genders, but you're not. This is like having the attitude of responding to any sort of bad news or anything like that with it is what it is. And I kind of feel like you've mastered that energy. It is what it is. You can't fight it, you can't change it. There's a need to bring balance to something here. Balance and wisdom. Your advice is the Hermit. Again, seeking that knowledge within. Maybe it's time for isolation, Four of Swords and the Hermit, time for rest and recuperation and isolation. But look at his snake. His snake is flexible, it's fluid, it's not as rigid as the one that we're looking at here. There's a need to be flexible with whatever's approaching here. The outcome is justice. So there's some sort of judgment being made, possibly justice, maybe something legal that's coming to a finality. But I almost feel like the scales of justice will be served, truth will be served, whatever storm that's happening that's around you, because obviously the energy is the Four of Swords, and right next to the Four of Wands, which could be something to do with your home life, is the Three of Swords and the Five of Swords. So with this Four of Swords, you're wedged in between. This is the eye of the storm, like I say. So let's look at the Ace of Wands, because I kind of see that as the Ace of Wands being flexible to the Ace of Wands that's rigid in the King of Wands. I just want to see what you're needing to be flexible with. Okay, it's with the Knight of Wands and the Empress. So there's a need to, it could be mastering the Empress energy within you, the creative spell, the abundance, awakening of the feminine within you, which is, you know, like I say, it's more freedom loving than the rigidness of the say the Emperor. So the Emperors. And the Emperors with the Judgment and the Tower. So there could be something legal here that's getting called in Judgment, and it might break down something. It might feel stressful at the time. It doesn't necessarily have to be legal. At the end of the day, the Tower does represent Mars. Mars is currently retrograde. Mars retrograde is asking us to slow down. Four of Swords, Hermit. You might be feeling tired, you might be feeling drained. There's a need to think before reacting in situations. But for a lot of you, I kind of feel like there's going to be a major meditative state where you're going to be seeing life in a very different lens. Life in a very, very, very different lens. It's interesting. Let's see how far you go before you get to a Pentacle. Okay, not far. The Queen of Pentacles. Something's coming in soon that's going to give you a glimpse of the path that you need. It could be to do with a mirrored soul. It doesn't have to be, but we're looking at the Four of Wands here. It's the 1111 card. It represents the masculine and the feminine. It represents the Emperor and the Empress, and it kind of indicates a mirrored soul, because I'm looking at the Pentacle, I'm looking at her reflection that's in the Pentacle. I'm not too sure if you can see it very clearly, but she's seen her reflection in this Pentacle. So somebody could be showing you something clearly here. And the reason why I wanted to find the Pentacle is because we need balance with justice. We've got a wand, we've got the swords, and we've got the cups, but with no Pentacle. And it's kind of reminding me of the I don't know if it's an affirmation, whether it's a saying, I don't know, but it's like, grant me the power of water to accept what I cannot change. Grant me the power of fire for energy and courage to change the things that I can change. grant me the power of air for the ability to know the difference. But then the missing part is grant me the power of earth for the strength to know and walk my path. So I almost feel like in deep meditation, you're going to find out your path here, or you're going to see something clearly. You're no longer going to be colorblind. I almost feel like you're just going to be hit with a massive awakening, just knowing what the next steps is, which is wonderful. So fantastic. I'm just going to cut the deck, so I just want to know why 911 is... I'm just looking at the 911, so obviously it's your emergency number in the US. I'm not too sure if it's anywhere else, so let me just cut the deck. Okay, 3 of Cups. There could be a friend that's getting in trouble, possibly with the law. So be aware of that for some of you, with the 3 of Cups. Interesting. Okay, guys, in your extended, let me just see. I just want to see. I can't really explain how my mind sort of goes here, but I need to see the Wheel of Fortune. So I need to read it in reverse. Okay, the wheel is wedged between the 5 of Wands and the 7 of Wands. Okay, right. There's a lot of chaos that's happening at the moment. This is all kind of feels very much Mars energy on either side here. I know this is Saturn, but conflict and fighting here feels very much Mars. With this retrograde Mars, it's asking you to be patient and really think before reacting. Really think before reacting. So you don't wind yourself up saying something you don't mean, etc., etc., because it could delay some sort of progress. So yeah, watch your tongue. Okay, guys, in your extended, we'll look at this deeper. Past, present, future, positives coming in, negatives to watch out for, as well as your next steps. If you can join me, fantastic. If not, let me know if this resonates. We have Libra, we have Venus in Scorpio, it's very strong Libra, Virgo, Venus in Aries, Saturn in Libra. We have, I'm going to say Mars because of the conflict, but in Aquarius, Jupiter in Pisces, Leo, Mercury in Taurus, Sun in Aries, Capricorn. For some of you, you're being called to be self-employed with the Devil and the 3 of Wands here. So it might be time to go off on your own. Okay? All right, look after yourselves. See you soon. Bye.